1-800-PSYCHIC-BABES. 1-800-PSYCHIC-BABES. 1-800-PSYCHIC-BABE. I don't know why I keep seeing balloons. I don't think it's literal balloons. I think it's something like party and fun related. You can, if...
when I was messaging her, I think she asked her mom to see balloons.
Are you serious?
I think so. Wait, let me look at her messages.
I just got literal chills. I just can't...
Balloons.
No way!
Welcome to another episode of Goddess Hangs.
Episode number 13.
Woo, 13. Oh my God, lucky number 13.
So lucky.
We have a special episode planned for you today.
Mm-hmm.
My name is Sadie.
My name is Juliet.
Obviously.
That's a Nick Lachey reference from Love is Blind, if you've been wondering why on earth we're saying that.
Yes, that's an inside joke from was it episode? It was 1 or 2. It came up. Maybe 2. Yeah. So that's for the OGs.
Welcome to the inside joke.
Welcome. We are here to make spirituality and mindset fun and easy and simple and just for the everyday babe, I guess.
The everyday babe. It doesn't have to be so intimidating. Join us. Boo. Don't stand there. Boo.
Boo. The cat is about to knock over our shit. Okay, that's fine.
So yeah, welcome to the fun. Welcome to the Goddess Circle. Today's episode, after we're done catching up a little bit, is going to be all about you guys. You. And boo.
And boo. It's always about boo.
We are so excited. We launched our 1-800-PSYCHIC-BABES hotline, not a real phone number, don't call it. But on our Instagram or on the link in the description of the YouTube, you can write into us for a chance to have your question answered. And we thought we might just go through and answer most, if not all of them.
Yeah, we're gonna see how many we get through. You guys sent us some really amazing questions. We can't wait to support you. And if you haven't submitted a question yet, we want to hear from you. So make sure you fill out the form. You can keep yourself completely anonymous, or you can let us know who you are, and there's a slot to give us a nickname, to call you by a nickname on the show, or we can call you by your real name. But we give you the option, so you don't have to be fearful of, asking a question you don't want someone to know you need the answer to. So it's very safe space for everyone. So Juliet, what's going on with you?
Well, I count down every day of the week until it's Wednesday again, because we film on Wednesdays. And honestly, I am drawing a bit of a blank. It's just been, I've been doing, I started something where I do one-on-one guidance with, with people who want it for 7 straight days as opposed to just one reading. I added an offer where you can do 7 straight days. So it's fun. They'll send me a voice memo. I'll send back a voice memo. It's once a day. We'll hear from each other. And that's been a lot of fun. It's almost been more fun for me, I think, than it has been, because the topics shift. It's sort of like our podcast, but one-on-one, where we go from astrology to crystals to, how to develop your own psychic skills. And
I love that.
So I've been
Boo is being so distracting. If you feel like we're changing the tones of our voice funny or pausing at weird spots, it's because we're laughing at Boo.
She's being a little trickster goddess.
I'm gonna let her out because she looks like she needs to go to the bathroom or something.
Yeah, she's got something on her mind.
You go ahead. We'll see you later.
Bye-bye. Oh, she yeeted out. So I've been doing that. What else? I watched She's the Man. Do you remember that movie?
Oh my God, that's one of my favorite movies.
Victor and I watched She's the Man. They were selling... Did I already tell you this? I
don't think so.
This is my story that I tell everybody because I'm so excited. At Target for $5, there was one DVD that had She's the Man, Clueless, and Mean Girls for $5.
I have Mean Girls.
So if you ever want to watch She's the Man, come on over to my house.
That's one of my favorite movies. Mean Girls,
hysterical.
Too. She's the Man is so funny.
I know.
I remember the scene where
healing energy.
Why do you have tampons? And then she shoves it up her nose.
I've been walking around the house saying I'm a hunky dude. I like walk through.
I'm a hunky dude. And Victor's like, please stop.
He's like, yes, you are, babe. Good job.
Yes, you are.
You're the hunkiest dude.
You're the hunkiest.
Oh, yesterday I went to the crystal store right by my house.
Did you get anything?
I did. You know, the first time I went in there, he did not offer me deals.
You have to pay in cash.
I didn't pay in cash. I walked in this time, I think, honestly, going on a Monday. Because I think we went, what day did we go? Like a Saturday or a Thursday?
Well, we recorded on Wednesday and then we went the next day, so Thursday.
Maybe there was something about Monday or going alone, because I said nothing and I walked in and I just picked something up and he's like, that's 100 for you, 70. And I was like,
that's what he normally does. He's always like, make sure you ask me the price. Those aren't right on there. We're like, okay.
So I got a couple crystals yesterday. I got a clear quartz and a lapis tower and a little piece of pyrite, which I gave to Victor. It's the first crystal I've ever given him.
Wow.
And I made him a little money altar with some citrine and the pyrite, and I put a couple dollars on it. And I was like, did you see it? Did you like it? He's like, yeah, it's cool. I'm like, no, but did you love it?
Did you love it? Are you obsessed?
Did you want to go buy
I have
more?
one of those lapis towers too. Did you know I got one of those?
No.
When we were there together?
Oh my gosh.
Bedside.
I didn't realize.
We got twin lapis.
I knew you got a clear quartz. I did not know about the lapis tower.
I got the huge clear quartz. I got a little Lemurian
pretty
one, and then I got like a pretty good sized lapis tower. Like this.
Oh, mine's kind of like that
like
too.
this.
It's like hunky. I have it in the bathroom.
Yeah.
So
I bet trying to get those psychic dreams to come through, you know.
I probably shouldn't put it in the bathroom. Just some psychic thoughts.
You know,
the
the shower is a time that downloads come through sometimes.
That's true. For me, it's always driving.
Driving?
Always.
I do the shower. Mine's like right when I fall asleep, and then I keep having to sit up and voice note it, because all the times I'm like, I'll definitely remember that. Never once have I remembered it. And Craig's like, is everything okay? And I'm like just whispering into my phone.
And the last thing that's new with me is I've been having nonstop animal dreams, and they're so fun. This week I've ridden an elephant.
My face is really like, whoa, if anyone's not watching that. I was silent, but my face was like, oh my God.
I've ridden an elephant. Last night I cuddled with a squirrel. You know me and squirrels. I've looked out into the beach and I saw like orcas and dolphins.
Wow,
and I passed by a tree full of koala bears. Wow. I've just had a really busy night's rest.
I hope someone like is walking past someone listening to this out loud and just walks past as you're saying all the things you saw as though they weren't dreams, and they're like, wow, this lady's traveled.
They're like, did Steve Irwin come back into this woman's body? No. But yeah, that's been my busy week. Bought some more crystals, dreamt about animals, working with clients, some dental stuff that's uninteresting, and that's
you need to go to the dentist.
What about you?
It's a good reminder. Well, I was in Minnesota, and I met two goddesses.
Two goddess hangs members?
Babes. Yeah.
Oh my God.
It was so exciting. So for anyone that's new or just hasn't caught on to this yet, my boyfriend is Craig Conant, and he is a comedian.
So funny. And
he's very goofy. And so quite a few people that are listening found me through being a fan of him. So thank you, all of you guys that come support me too. It's so cool. And it was really cool. I don't go to all of his, tour dates, but I'm from Wisconsin, and I grew up 2.5 hours from where these shows were. So they're in Mall of America in Minneapolis, Minnesota. And so my whole family came. I saw my dad and my brothers, and it was so fun. It was also hard, like only seeing him for a few days. I was like, I don't know why I didn't plan to just stay longer.
Right.
But it was so fun. And then, I got to see, and it's actually, I was like, you know what? That's so funny that the two people that have sent me crystals, were the two girls that I met this weekend. So I met Hannah from @Flow It Out Creations. We'll give you guys another shout out below.
Hi, Hannah.
she made me the beautiful citrine crown that I wore in the crystal episode. And I wonder, it's not in here. I have like a really beautiful fluorite tree. She sent me some incense. I'm blanking now what else she sent me. I'll post it below, but a beautiful package. And then I also met Candace from @Raven's Eye Crystals, who sent the other crystal crown that Juliet wore during the episode. So I met the crystal crown ladies. It's so funny. And I was like talking to them. I was like, I guess we found each other because like you're from my homeland and I needed crystals from my homeland.
Oh, I love that.
So I thought, I have pictures from both and maybe we could insert them here.
Hello. I'm sorry I couldn't be there, but I was there in spirit and we'll meet another time. Bum, bum.
I was like texting Julia. I was like, I met them. Oh my God.
I know, I got all the pictures.
So that was so cool and so fun. And I was like, oh my God, it's like I have a fan too at Craig's shows. I feel special. Usually I'm just ignored off in the corner. Everyone's really nice to me. But people are like, hey lady, can you take a picture of
You're
us?
like, normally they don't even let me, I have to wait in the car.
Yeah. I'm just like the picture girl. But I got to take 2 pictures this weekend. So that was very exciting.
Oh my gosh.
It was very special. So thank you ladies for letting me know that you were there and for meeting me. And anyone else that listens, if Craig's coming to like your town, ask me if I'm coming along. I would love to meet you. It's really fun meeting people in person that you DM with.
And I'll wave hello on FaceTime.
We'll FaceTime Julia.
Unless you're coming to Los Angeles.
Yes, if you're coming to Los Angeles,
which
also
there's
let us
not
know.
much to do here at the
we
moment.
Can't do anything.
I would postpone your trip.
I wouldn't come.
That's not the psychic in me. That's just
facts.
That's so exciting. You got to meet 2 of our goddess babes.
It was very fun. In the Mall of America. Have you ever been there? Probably not.
No, I know something special happened to you there though.
Oh, we could tell a little story.
This is a nice one.
So I don't know if you guys are familiar with Mall of America, but I don't know if it's, I think it used to be the world's biggest mall, but now it's one in Dubai or something. Don't quote me on that. I have no idea, actually. That
mall
seems
experts
right.
sound off in the comments.
People are like, no way, it's this one.
I'm unfollowing. How dare you?
But I think it's the biggest one in the U.S., I think, or whatever. It's a huge mall.
It was forever. It probably still is.
It has a amusement park in it. It has roller coasters and rides. When I was young, it was Snoopy themed.
Oh.
Yeah. And now it's the Nickelodeon universe, which is also very cool. Oh, it has a Legoland area. It changes, but when I was there was a huge, like what would be a life-size Transformer built out of all Legos. You remember the Transformer movies? The robot
sort of,
thing,
yeah.
the huge robot things, and like a huge helicopter and stuff made out of. I love Lego, so let me talk about that for half an episode. There's Legoland, and then there's an underground aquarium. That's very cool. It's like this tunnel, so you're walking through, and it's like you're in the ocean, but you're not. And this is my story. When I was a little girl, when I was in Girl Scouts, I don't know why they did this, but there was a thing where the Girl Scouts got to go, they called it Sleep with the Sharks, and we had to apply, and they picked however many Girl Scouts from around the US, and I got chosen because I was BFFs with the troop leader's daughter. Special treatment probably, and and we got to go have a sleepover in those tunnels in the aquarium. We got a tour of the kitchens of all, and they showed us like the sharks eat this much fish in a day and this fish eats this much, and they like showed us and stuff, and we got to go above or like look down into the tanks. And
can we do that
all
now?
This stuff?
Can we have a Goddess Hangs retreat where
we go to Mall of America? It was really cool.
Seance with the sharks.
Yes.
There's so many things we can do.
So yeah, it was really cool when I was little. And it's funny because we brought, Craig brought his very good friend Audrey Stewart with us as the opening comedian. She's the best. I actually was like, you should pick Audrey because I wanted to hang out with her. And we had so much fun, but she had never been to the Mall of America before. And she was like, oh my God, oh my, like over everything. It was so fun to see someone see it for the first time. She's like, I'm never leaving.
I want to see it now.
Yeah. Next time you got to come.
I must.
Yes. It was so fun. And then anything else? I have a few signups for my money course.
Yay!
When this episode releases, I think there will be, the enrollment closes on Sunday the 14th, so you'll have almost a week to sign up still. I have 4 amazing souls in it so far. Yes. So it's gonna be like a very like intimate, small, supported group, because I like it that way. I'm shooting for 10. That's my goal. And we'll be in a group chat together, texting all day, every day. How's it going with the money and all that? So make sure you check it out if you haven't already, and listen to the last episode about money mindset if you want to know more about what the course will be supporting you in. But that was exciting. I got a few more signups.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
I love to hear that.
And then this is a little, sounds more of a downer. It's not, but when I got home, I was, after traveling, you're just really tired, and it was like a whirlwind weekend. Like, we were in the mall all day, every day. I'm not used to wearing a mask all day. A lot of people, a lot of energy, and then airports and flying. And I saw my family for so briefly, and then came back. And
this sounds like I would come home and just cry.
Yes. So, it was just like an intense, exhausting weekend, even though it was so fun. And then I got home, and Monday I was we got home on Monday. It was okay. Like, we slept, and I just was really anxious and off. But that is kind of how I am the first day back after traveling. And then yesterday I was still having a really hard time. And I was like, why am I so anxious? Like, I can't figure this out. Usually I can kind of pinpoint a little, but, so I held Boo, and I said, Archangel Michael and Mom, I don't know why, that was just what I was drawn to do. I was like, can you help me release whatever is bringing me down? I felt like there was like, and maybe there was like some energy attached to me from being around lots of people or whatever. And I felt this like tugging in my body, like whatever I needed to release wouldn't let go. But I started sobbing, and I didn't feel the cry coming, but I was like, I need some sort of release. And all of a sudden I started sobbing, and I guess I just hadn't cried about my mom for a while. Like, it's been 5.5 years. So when you first lose someone that close, you're crying every day, and then you don't do it every day anymore. And it gets a little, not necessarily easier, but more spread out. But it was like, I just cried for a really long time because I missed my mom, and I was just sad that I just miss my dad and my brothers. They're the best. We have great relationships, and it's hard being far away from them all the time. And I just had a really good cry, and it felt really good. And today I woke up just feeling 100 pounds lighter. And good. So anyone out there that might be feeling really anxious or just like heavy, just be like, yo, can I get some help? Because I wasn't in a place where I was like ready to start crying. And once I asked, then it just happened. So I just thought I would share that for anyone that I'm also just feeling, being in a mask all weekend like that, we're very fortunate. We don't have to go into work, and do that. And I guess because I don't go many places and I'm working at home and so fortunate to be doing what I want to do, I just got so overwhelmed. I was like, I don't want everyone to be wearing these masks anymore. I want to see people's faces. I want to see their smiles. I want everything to be normal. And I needed to get that out too. And I know it's just this weird thing where we're at like a year now when we all thought it was going to be 2 weeks.
Right.
I just got really overwhelmed by that too. So I just want everyone to know that we're all feeling it. I think the full moon was happening too, and that was like heavy energy, and it was full moon in Virgo, and I'm a Virgo, so I don't know if that was like making me more emotional, but I finally let it all out, and it felt very good. Good. Yeah.
It's, I was just thinking, maybe even subconsciously, there was a part of you that, because you knew you were going home to see your family, like I bet every time there is that little feeling of like, yes, my dad and my mom,
I still do that all the time. Yeah. Where I'll be like, oh, I'm going to see my parents. And I'm like, no, I'm going to see my dad, or
Right.
yeah, like, oh, my mom and dad are coming, and I'm like, no, just my dad's, like, it still slips out. And then yeah, it's just kind of a brutal reminder, like, oh yeah, no, I mean, my mom's always with me and I know that, but
Well, of
you
course,
just
it's
miss
not
their
the same.
physical presence. And but when I was crying last night, I should share this too, but I felt her. She did qigong healing, and so I was just meditating, and I was like visualizing her doing that to me, and it helped so much. Like, I just visualized her standing over me, and like what she used to do with, like, I don't know, they like energetically cut you open and then pull the stuff out and all that stuff. So I feel like my dead mom did qigong on me last night, so that was cool.
I love that. I love that for you.
Yeah, thank you.
Sadie did qigong on me once, and I could feel it. It was bizarre.
I'm not a, like, so when I was little, I went to the first 2 levels with my mom, and she got like certified all the way through. So I'm certified in level 1 and 2, but from when I was like, I don't know, like 8. So I just kind of did what I remembered, but I'm eventually interested in going and getting all of that again, because it's just a connection with my mom, and it's really powerful. It's similar to Reiki, if anyone's wondering what it is.
I don't know if I told you, I took a Reiki course online. When did I do that? Sometime near the end of last year, because if there's 2 things I love, it's spirituality and a good deal. And it was
and a good deal.
And it was like 90% off or something. I don't know. I think there might have been a glitch in the system.
Yeah.
My course was $14.99.
Wow. And she's like, and I am now a Reiki master.
I technically am, but I could not in good faith like order the certificate, because you had to. I was like, I'm sorry.
Oh my God.
There's no way that after 6 hours of videos and 0 practice, I'm going to have a certificate sent to me. So.
Oh my God. That's so funny.
So I know the principles of it, and I think that it's just more like energy is everywhere and energy is everything.
Yeah.
But I did not. I have technically completed level 1, level 2, and master. But there's no way I could.
You don't have the I'm sure you have to have practice hours to technically be it. So you haven't completed the what would they call that? The residency.
It's on the honor system. You just have to say yes, I did that, and I. It's like I can't lie. I didn't do this. But it's very cool.
That is cool.
It's very cool. And it's funny because, and this is not to laugh at Reiki, but you know us, we're comical. As much as we love this whole world, we can make a joke. And so I remember when we used to work at the store, and people would come in and they were like, I'm a Reiki master. And I was like, woo, wow.
Yeah.
And now I'm like $14 and 5 hours later, I am too.
Now Juliet walks into Crystal store saying, I'm a Reiki master.
I'm kind of an armchair expert. Like that one lady. Anyways, I think it's very cool and very interesting, and I would love to, I had it done on me once, and it was so powerful. And I was pretty I was not expecting anything to happen. Kind of like everything I walk into, I'm like, breath work, I'll take a nap.
Can't wait to snooze.
Right. Not what happened at all. But someone did it on me once, and the next day that night I slept for 20 hours.
That's crazy.
Woke up the next day, and then as I'm walking around, I completely fainted and fell on a table. So it did something to me.
It did something. You were really purging something out of your system, apparently.
I guess so.
I've never fainted before.
I hadn't either.
That's crazy.
The timing was
I've definitely come close, but I've definitely blacked out and felt myself oh, and then one time Craig did have to catch me, and I came to right away, but I've never fully fainted.
I think because this was when my room was right next to my sister's, I think she probably heard oh, and then me hitting. It's one time an earthquake happened, and it woke up everyone in my house, and for some reason coming out of my sleep, I thought that it was the apocalyptic earthquake, and so my sister remembers hearing me, this was 2 years ago, going, no. As this tiny earthquake is shaking us. And she's like, I don't know what was wrong with you. Yeah, I'll just put a pillow over her head.
No. I remember, because in Wisconsin we do not have earthquakes, so I think they're kind of fun because I'm like, oh, but so I've only experienced a few that were enough to like really, but was it like, maybe it was then, or was it last year? It was when we were working at the store, because it was when I was living in my old apartment with my roommate.
Okay.
And when I first moved in, so it's a 2-bedroom apartment, and it was when I first moved in. When I first moved in, I like we had a couple months overlap with the person that was going to be leaving, and I was going to move into their room. So my room was just the living room for like 2 months, and so I didn't buy a mattress yet, and I was just on a air mattress. I don't know if that made me move like more, but I thought that like it was the same thing where I was like kind of sleeping, and I feel like it was really early in the morning because there was some light, but I remember thinking that like I was haunted. Like I thought like, oh my God, that's your first thought. I thought like I was getting like, because it must have been the air mattress. The way it was moving, I felt like I was like levitating, and I woke up like I was sleeping on my back, and I was like oh, I'm haunted.
Light as a feather, stiff as a board.
And then I remember I like called up to my roommate, and I was like, oh my God, I thought that was ghost. And she was like, I did too. I don't know why we both had that reaction.
Oh my gosh.
It was so funny.
I do have one funny story about an earthquake. And then we can get into the topic for today at the 30-minute mark. So it was on St. Patrick's Day. I don't know if it was 5 years ago, 6 years ago, whatever. But there was an earthquake in LA that was pretty not a big deal. We all felt it, but it was like, oh, that it was over. And I have a grandma. She's my last living grandparent, and she lives up in her lovely house, and she never leaves, and she doesn't necessarily call. She'll answer if we call her, but she doesn't reach out to call us. And this earthquake happened, and of course what you do, you know, if you got dad in the house, is you turn on the news and you want to see what it was. And it's saying like 4.2 earthquake, 0 structural damage, 0 injuries. No one has called 911. It was the most like nothing thing ever. And then I hear on the news a very familiar voice. And yes, it is the voice of my grandmother. And I said, everybody get in here. I'm so riled up today. And everyone comes in, and it says, they go, we have Doreen on the phone, and she wants to tell you what happened during her earthquake experience. And she's like, it shook me awake, and it threw me out of my bed, and I looked, and it knocked over my miniature shoe collection. And she's on the news, and the newscasters are listening, and you could see the regret in their eyes of like, why did we answer this woman's call?
They don't screen them before they put them on air?
They did not screen her. I don't know how she figured out how to call the news. She didn't call us first to say like, hey guys, are you okay? Yeah. She directly called the news and was like, you know, all of my miniature shoes. And so then the Jimmy Kimmel show saw that, and they called her all day long begging her, please, can we send up a camera? Because there was no other complaints of a single speck of damage except for my grandmother's.
Like, only one person called during this earthquake, so we've got to put her through.
And she said, no, thank you. I was like, please, Gammy, please go on Jimmy Kimmel.
Oh my God.
But he did talk about her and play the clip, I think.
That's so funny.
And if I can find that, I'll put that in the link, but I don't think I can. But it happened.
Oh my God.
Anyways, we love you so much, listeners. We're so happy that you're part of our family and our Goddess Circle friendship. And so many of you left the nicest reviews.
Oh yeah, let me go find some.
I was so blown away. So we had a giveaway where which by the time you see this, the winner will have already been announced. But we are concluding a giveaway where If you left us a review and showed us the review, you'd be entered into a drawing to win a dual reading with both of us, which is something that we don't even offer yet. So it's a very special opportunity. And I was reading through all of these like paragraph after paragraph, like these amazing love letter reviews. And I was with Victor and I said, oh, what if they're only saying this because they want to win something? I was getting doubtful and sad. And then he goes, they could have just written like cool podcast.
Yeah, that would have counted.
The whole thing.
Yeah.
And then I was like, oh, they really love it.
No, people pointed out specific things that spoke to them, and let's do a couple.
Sadie's gonna read 1 or 2 or 3 or however many she feels like, but thank you guys.
Let's toot our own horn, because you know what? We should all do that sometimes.
Toot toot.
Toot toot. All good vibes from Annalyn and Jeremy. Thank you. I have been interested in this stuff for years. I don't know if I was shy or just stubborn to ever let myself indulge. This podcast has just lifted my spirit. I feel almost as if a flame was ignited. Thank you, goddesses. Yay! Toot toot. Toot toot. That's why we do this stuff, you guys. Like, you know this about us. Like, this has been like the past year. That's it, really. That we've fully dived in, and that's what we want. We want to ignite the flame in you because it's made such a huge difference in our lives in one single year. So that just makes us feel pretty good.
Time for some more tootin'.
Let's get spiritual. Let's get spiritual. I love listening and watching on YouTube, Sadie and Juliet. Starting your spiritual journey can feel really intimidating in the beginning, especially when the people you look up to and learn from have years/decades of knowledge and experience over you. But starting around the same time as Sadie and Juliet makes me feel like we're all learning and experiencing together. That's what we're going for. These goddesses are sweet, warm, and super funny.
Thank you.
It's just like when I'm hanging out with my best friend and we start talking about spirituality combined with humor and random thoughts we remember to tell each other. Oh my God. Also, I hope you read the title to the tune of Physical.
We absolutely did.
That's what you get when 2 psychics read your... While picturing that one scene from The Office with Michael and Holly dancing to it.
Michael and Holly.
Oh my gosh. Thank you. All right. Oh, and that was from the Persephone 2, but I don't know if I'm saying it right. It looks like an abbreviation.
Oh yeah, let us know how to say your handle.
I know your real name now, but I don't know if you want me to say it or not, so I just won't, but love you. Let's see. Let's just do a couple more. There's so many, you guys. Thank you.
Toot toot.
Let's do, oh, I like this one, short and sweet, from The Good Hedge Witch. I feel like these beautiful, talented women found me just at the right time. I feel like I am listening to my girlfriends. That's so sweet.
Thank you. We are your girlfriends.
There's so many that just say like, oh, I feel like I'm hanging out with my best friends, with my girlfriends, and have a chill, because that just makes us feel so good. That's what we're going for. We want it just to be kind of casual, lighthearted. You guys know the drill.
Yes.
I like this one. It's a 10 out of 10. Juliet and Sadie are so relatable. I feel so seen on my spiritual journey. I love the lighthearted way they approach deep topics, and I can't wait to hear their take on anything and everything.
Guys.
Thank you. Well, I won't bore you guys with all of them, but if you want to go read them, that was enough toot tootin' today.
The toot toot train has left the station.
Toot toot. Thank you guys so much. And at the time of us recording, we're going live after this, so the winner will have been announced. So we can't wait to hang out with you, future winner, who is a current winner when you're listening to this.
Yes.
Okay, so we have some 1-800 Babes hotline.
1-800 Psychic Babes. 1-800 Psychic Babes.
1-800 Psychic Babes.
1-800 Psychic Babes. That's from California Here I Come, which is public domain, so don't come for us. Okay.
I didn't know. I was just following along. Okay, so the first one we're going to look at.
Now I have to like be a tad less goofy.
I know.
I've been
We might have to cut out some just us like meditating to try and.
I know. My sweet, wonderful dad is our podcast producer, and he's going to have a lot of cutting to do, but that's okay. Thank you, Dad.
Thank you. Okay, so our first one is from Katie. Hi, I was wondering if you both could try to connect with my mom. She passed away when I was 12 years old, so I did not have much time with her here. I'm wondering if she has any special messages that she wants to tell me, and if there's anything specific that she wants me to know. I'm also wondering if you both can help me figure out what I could do in the future career-wise. I lost my job last year due to the pandemic, so I'm not sure which path to take. Should I do similar work as the job before, or should I try to look for a job that's different? Thank you so much.
Do you have a picture of her or no?
I can find it. I know who Katie is.
I always like looking at a photo, just because I feel like, you know, our energy sort of floats around.
It's easier to connect
in a photo. So it's not about looking at somebody and saying, well, they look like the kind of person who...
No,
Ooh, those are two really big questions.
Well, here we go. This is Katie. I'll tell you for the second part of the question.
Oh, Katie, you are so pretty. Holy cow, Katie.
And this isn't like a psychic answer to the question. This is what I would tell anybody that is searching for answers in how to pursue your career, and maybe something more specific will come up from a psychic standpoint. But when you're like, you know, what do I do with my career, trying to pursue purpose, all of that, you know, we're very passionate about that around here. The answer really lies in, what do you want? And the window's open, people are yelling, you guys probably can't hear it. What do you want, Katie? What makes you feel joy and inspired? And if you're like, what should my career be? And I want to recreate it, or I want to do something bigger and better than before. Our purpose in life is just to be our most authentic self. So that means something different to everyone. But I have a whole course about this, Discovering Divine Purpose, that we work on taking off the layers, you know, identities that we've kind of taken on over the years, and limiting beliefs and doubts and fears. But I think when someone has to, or you know, feels the need to ask, should I do the same thing or should I do something different? It probably means you want to do something different, and that something different is something that will make you feel more fulfilled. So my challenge to you is to start working through, you know, who am I really? What do I want? What makes me feel joy? When I was a little kid, what did I dream of doing? And how would that look in my life now? So start asking yourself lots of questions and think outside of the box, because our purpose is, we get so kind of, our line of sight gets, you know, these blinders of like traditional ideas of what a purpose could be. Like, oh, I want to be a nurse or a doctor to heal people, and I want to be a teacher to teach people. And that's great. Those are wonderful purposes and wonderful, fulfilling careers, but that's not for everyone. When I was little, always played teacher. And then I didn't grow up and feel the pull to go to school for being like a school teacher. And then, you know, 10 years out of high school, almost 11. Oh my God. I'm a teacher, but in my own way that I created, because I wasn't meant to be that kind of teacher, which some people are, but I was meant to be a different kind of teacher. So for the second part of that question, that's my answer.
Okay. So, this is what I'll say about this. So I'm being shown, like, I don't think this is exactly it, but I'm being shown like a party planner, or someone who shows up like with the balloons or with the something, and it's like, it's something very fun, and I'm hearing like just know that doing a job that brings fun is of high service. Just because you're not being a therapist or a teacher, or like what Sadie said, doing the hair and makeup of the bride is of high service. Making a career out of, I don't know why I keep seeing balloons. I don't think it's literal balloons. I think it's something like party and fun related. You can, if...
when I was messaging her, I think she asked her mom to see balloons.
Are you serious?
I think so. Wait, let me look at her messages.
I just got literal chills. I just can't...
Balloons.
No way.
Yeah, that's from her mom. She asked her mom to see balloons.
Okay, well then...
A yellow balloon, right?
I mean, they were all just different colors, but yeah. I just kept seeing like balloons and party, and I thought it might be related to the career. But okay, there are your balloons. But I do think there is a message that you can do what you love, and it can be simple, and you can make it spiritual by putting your whole heart into it. Even if you're not like a mindset coach or a pediatrician, like if there's just something you love so much that it'll bring other people joy, that's the spirituality component. That's the meaning. That's the purpose. I'm literally floored.
I keep seeing, this is hard because you can't be like, oh, I confirm that means something to me too. I keep seeing a black and white like chevron pattern, but I don't know what that connects to. But Katie, let us know anything we say. If it message us and say that meant something, I can't see what it's a pattern from. I just see the, like a like the
Oh, I'm feeling really emotional right now. I'm hearing like a name like Mindy, or like an MI, like Mindy, Melinda, Mina, I don't know, something with an M. I'm being shown a woman with bangs. I don't know if your mommy had bangs. And like the really fluffy, like just like pretty Farrah Fawcett hair.
Like 80s hair, or like...
Yeah.
Okay.
She's showing me Las Vegas, like the when they had the white tigers at was it the MGM? I don't know if it's just about...
I was just seeing the like Statue of Liberty, and I'm wondering if it's like the mini one that was in
Vegas, or the white and black
something.
tigers.
Oh, maybe that was the pattern I was seeing.
Something about Vegas, like MGM statue. That's interesting.
Yeah.
I love doing this at the same time as you, by the way.
We've never really done this before.
No, and I think we both were like, is it going to be awkward and weird, or are we going to trip on each other? And we're not. It's fine.
I see, okay, this, I'm just going to say, because all the random stuff that I feel silly saying, I see like a wizard with a long white beard.
It'd be funny if she's like, every Halloween.
That's my dad.
We brought out the life large.
I don't know if it's a decoration, if it's a cartoon, if it's I just see like, and he's going like this, like he's hanging on to something and going through the air in my mind's eye. Okay. And he's in like the classic like purple robes, pointy hat, and it's like a wizard with I don't know.
Dumbledore.
It's just like Dumbledore.
Okay. She just keeps bringing in like all the brightest colors, all the funnest things. I'm just seeing like Vegas and parties and weddings, and it's just like
I wonder if she was a party planner.
I don't know, or like live life in color, like that kind of thing. Okay. Let's stop there because we'll move on to the...
Okay. I think the message, though, that was coming through is like, have fun.
Yeah.
Your mom wants you to have a career that's like for you and is fun and brings you joy. I know for me, I just feel like the best way to honor my mom is to like live the best life ever, because hers got cut off early. So that's what your mom wants for you too. To live your best, most joyous, happiest life ever.
And there's so much love and so much pride. Like, I don't honestly usually get like rushes of emotion. That's not
I do sometimes
how I read, but it like came in big. So,
aw, thank you, Katie. Let us know. Send us a DM,
please,
or comment below if you want to. But thank you.
1-800 Psychic Babes Hotline.
All right. So This is just maybe we should get like the cards for this one. So this nickname is Scorpio Babe, and it's just simply, am I on the right path in my career? And this is their name for us, if that'll help connect. We don't have a photo or something.
Do you have like a knee jerk? Like 1, 2, 3, yes or no?
Yeah, I think no. Do you think yeah? I don't think it's like a hard no. I think it's like,
I'm feeling obviously the doubt.
Maybe it's doubt. It's not like a no, do something completely opposite. I feel like it's like a not quite like the path is here and you're like there.
But the end game feels right.
Okay, yeah. I didn't feel that far. I just feel like I feel discomfort. Like I keep seeing the path, like I just need to go this way a little bit and then we'll be right on track.
Yeah, I'm hearing like
you say exactly what it can be different from what I said.
Okay, so my feeling is there's many roads to Rome. Is that the saying, right? Like there's a lot of roads to Rome.
Yeah, I'm seeing the roads, so that aligns. And
so if you're trying to get from here to here, point A to point B, and the path you're on feels extremely like full of resistance and obstacles and challenges, just know that there are like even if you can't see them or believe them right now, I'm seeing that there's like this multitude of other ways and like paths that are easier for you to get where you want to be. So it's not that you're on the wrong path, it just might be time to switch paths headed towards the same thing.
Like get creative in how you get there. You don't have to go the obvious traditional route. Does that feel? Yeah, because it's not like everything's wrong. I just feel like you're like, I feel like like you're saying, like there's more resistance on the path itself that you're on, not that where you're going's wrong. It's like just take a step. Like this one has a lot of weeds on the path, and if you just would go take a few steps over to the left, you clear path.
And I'm hearing it's okay for it to be easy. You can you are
that gives me a chill.
Do you know what I mean? It's like you don't there's this, we talked about it a little bit last week, there's a belief that unless you work really 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 hard you're not deserving of what you get at the end of it. And I just don't believe that massive struggle is the only way to succeed and be happy and be fulfilled. So that's sort of the feeling is just get clear on if like the end game is what you actually want, which I do feel like it is. And then you can maneuver there on an easier, smoother road.
I don't know if you own this already or if you're being called to purchase this, but I see a rough piece of citrine. It's not like a polished tower or a sphere or something. It's like it's like a natural formed citrine crystal, and that makes sense because it has to do with like abundance and success and joy. So that's my prescription for you.
Yeah, have fun.
Just bring a little joy back into the journey that you're on. Yeah, hopefully that helps. Let us know.
Yeah, let us know.
And, DM us about how it spoke to you. And if you have like a single follow-up question, we'd be happy to support you with that. Okay.
Especially now while the following is kind of at a cozy spot, like we can be extremely responsive. So.
All right. So this nickname is Nova.
Pretty.
And it's a little bit long, so I'm just going to kind of paraphrase it for you guys.
Why so, are you have like weird feelings? Are they going through something like not great? Okay.
Yes, correct.
Yeah.
Okay, so Nova, she has a friend, an online friend for 6 months that they became best friends. They would FaceTime every day, but ultimately their friendship was toxic, so they blocked each other. Like they mutually decided to block each other because the friendship was toxic, because Nova was trying to help her with some things and she didn't want to listen and all of that stuff. Okay. So then Nova let the friend back into her life, even though she felt like she was being used. And then kind of ending up, I think they blocked each other again. And then the friend started kind of shit talking her to mutual friends, gossiping about her, and just bad vibes, and just kind of like sending people to bully Nova. And so she mostly wanted to share this, but she just needs some advice. Like, is it bad to get rid of this person? How do I navigate all of this? And I think in the end, so they right now mutually blocked each other again. And if you want to read the person's real name, it's there. So
okay,
I don't know if that helps you. Yeah. So if you want to read that more in like specific detail. So I know it's really hard to not talk to someone that you were once really close to. But if someone's toxic and draining energy from you, and I don't know if there was like dishonesty or if it was just using you for your energy, regardless of what that is, even though you really love that person, you know that they're not good for you. You don't have to have guilt around not allowing that person in your life anymore. I think that's a very difficult but very big act of self-care to do something like that. Do you have thoughts?
I actually was not hearing what you were saying because I was reading this again.
Yeah, you can repeat what I said if just okay. What do you think?
If I say the exact same thing. Sorry. I think that sometimes we have this need for perfect closure, and we want everything to be tied up in a neat bow. And there are a number of situations in my life that were not tied up in neat bows. And it, of course, once in a while still bugs me to this day. Yeah,
you still feel, it makes me think of that viral TikTok thing with the song where everyone goes like this a bunch of times.
Yeah,
it makes you feel like that once in a while. You're just like, oh, it feels shitty.
You know, I think we all want to be able to like look at somebody and say, you know, I wish you the best and thank you for everything and have a good life. But it doesn't always happen that way. So I would say give yourself permission to let it end imperfectly.
Yeah, that's different than what I said.
Okay.
So that's good. That's a good add-on to what I said.
Yeah, it's okay. It's okay that it's over. And if the friendship is this icky, like before I even heard the story, my skin was crawling. Yeah. And it's like, it's just if a friend and you are this entangled, like you can't make a move without the other one, and that's not like a healthy friendship. So
no. And you can still like love that person, you can still wish them the best, and you can mourn the friendship. I've gone through that before. It's shitty, but yeah, like I said, I think it's a really powerful act of self-care and self-love.
Yes. To
say, no, I'm done with this. Like, you've pushed me too many times. You don't get to, use my energy anymore. So, you did say that you ended up, blocking her again. So
I would just leave it at that.
Say it's okay to just finish it there. And I hope that, you're able to kind of heal and move on quickly and know that you deserve the best in friendships, and I hope you attract more fulfilling, balanced relationships from here.
And I feel like in a couple years you might hear from this person and they'll say, sorry about all that.
I was going through a thing.
Do you know what I mean? I think in the end this one will all be okay, but keep your distance, and it's okay for things to end imperfectly. That's what I would say. Ooh, that one was like icky sticky.
All right. This is a simple question from Nikki. How far will my business go?
As far as you want it to go, Nikki.
The possibilities are limitless. Do you know who that is? I know who it is.
I do not.
Okay, let me show you just in case they want to be.
Okay.
Oh my god, I'm so bad at typing on my phone, and my autocorrect is ridiculous.
My phone does this fun thing where it never knows my face. That's her name?
It's her nickname.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. Just so you know who we're talking about, you can tap into the energy easily.
Okay. That's helpful.
So I actually, I remember I pulled a card for you that I think it was for you, but the like message is coming back again, and it's like, find what is like your thing within what you do, because you know, just like lots of people do what I do and lots of people do what Juliet does, but we have our own special, unique way of doing it. And and maybe you're kind of like, I feel like you're trying to pinpoint, like, you know, there's lots of people that do what you do too. So what makes my business like mine specifically? So there's like this call to like what's your thing? Like what makes you your business yours? Maybe it's something a little out there that makes people go, oh, or I don't know. There's something that's like ready for you to take notice of, to set your business apart and push you to like the next level that you're like ready to step up into.
I'm hearing you do not need to idolize. I don't know anything about if you do this, but instead of looking at other people, other women with the type of career you want in this field, it's time to stop idolizing them and just start positioning yourself as like, I'm the blank expert of the state I live in. I'm the blank expert as the blank town I live in. Right? It's just like, I just feel like it's time to claim it.
That goes with what I was saying. Like, claim your being you, the fact that you are running this business, like, you got this. It's yours.
Because I feel like you're right on the edge and you want to do it, but you're like, oh, but I'm scared because what if I claim it and then I fail? But if you claim it, you can't fail.
Nope. I got sure.
Yeah.
So it's going to go far, baby, far. You're going to be a star.
A star.
All right. How long have we been going? About an hour?
Almost an hour.
All right. We have a few.
This is a fun episode. I feel like I'm going through so many emotions. Woo.
Okay, this one's fun from our girl Giannia.
Giannia.
She said, so basically I want to get into witchcraft, but I don't know how to. And what are your guys' favorite witchcraft movies? I love this.
Sadie's going to be the expert on this.
Okay, so you want to get into witchcraft, but you don't know how to.
So you want to get into witchcraft.
So you want to get into witchcraft, babe. Okay. I don't know why I have my old-timey news voice. It's pretty good, isn't it? I'm actually really good at voices. I don't know why. I don't know where I got that from.
I'm only good at voices from the 90s show Daria. I can impersonate every character from Daria to a T, but any other impersonation does not work. I'm not going to do it right now. I have to maybe be in a different state of mind. But
yeah, if you tell me like, okay, Sadie, do this one now, I won't be able to do it good, but I can, if they come out of me naturally, I can do accents, like many of them really good.
That's cool.
I'll start doing it more, you know? Just open up to that. Okay, Giannia, witchcraft. Let's get started.
Let's get spiritual.
I'm saying the word right. Okay. Getting so distracted. Okay, so how to get started? There's so many resources out there. I can send you some of my favorite Instagram accounts. TikTok, Witch Talk is very helpful. I also have some favorite books because I'm a book girl. I like learning from books. So I'll just give you a list in the show notes. I think that'll be easier. I can't remember them off the top of my head.
That's a great idea.
So everyone can see them. I have about 5 or 6 that I really love. But I would invite you to explore, like, I myself, I like candle magic the most. I don't really like identify with being like a green witch or a kitchen witch, or there's all these different things, but perhaps you are drawn to like a certain kind of witch, or maybe you're like, what are you even talking about? So look into it. Pinterest also has lots of fun stuff. You can kind of just like search like a witch spell for this, and like people's like, I don't know, recipes or whatever you want to call them for their spells are like listed there, and you can try them. I think that, you know, witchcraft to me is what you want to make it. Some people teach with like strict rules, and you got to go do this in the north corner of your home on the waxing moon and da da da.
For the witch police will come and give you a citation.
Yep. And I think it's, for me, it's more lighthearted than that. And there's so many simple ways. I'm going to be teaching a lot of abundance witchcraft in my course. Mm-hmm. I want to make like an intro to witchcraft course too. It's hard to like pick things just to say right now, but I'll definitely be posting it more on my page. I will link some of my favorite witch influencers below and some of my favorite books for you guys to check out. But I just say like witchcraft is really just putting intention behind energy. Mm-hmm. That's all it is. So when you make your coffee in the morning and you know, okay, cinnamon is abundant. So as I sprinkle my cinnamon in my coffee, I'm going to say like, I'm abundant, blessed be, and so it is done. I don't know, whatever witchy words you want to use. I like to stir my coffee clockwise 3 times to draw an intention. You can do that and seal it with a pentagram. I don't know. You can do different things. It's really simple. So, what's your favorite witchcraft movie, Juliet?
I don't know. Maybe
Practical Magic is really good.
I'm so bad with Halloween and witchy movies.
Yeah. I'm blanking on the one I really like right now. Fuck. I'm gonna have to list it below.
There was a book I used to read called, it was like the Little Witch series. Oh, and it was such a cute book series because this doesn't answer anybody's question, but she wanted to be a good witch, and she had like 3 witch mothers or witch sisters, whatever it was, and they all were like, we're gonna, you know, kill the cat and like do all these crazy things, and she's like, I'm gonna plant a garden, and she was like this good little witch, and they, you know, would get mad at her because she just wanted to be cute and sweet.
Yeah, I love that.
That's us. We're the little witches.
Little witches. I grew up rereading Harry Potter constantly.
Oh, Harry Potter. That's a movie I like that has a witch in it.
I remember before Harry Potter was a thing, at my grandparents' farm, I was always making spells and potions out of twigs and leaves and mud and cow poop. Yeah, we played with it. And very powerful spell work. And then Harry Potter came out, and I would reread it. I'm not joking. My mom would ground me from my Harry Potter books. I would just reread them and reread. I think I read the first one like 25 times.
Wow.
Because I reread the first one until the second one came out, and then I'd reread 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2 until the third one come out, and I would just keep doing that.
That's amazing.
I read nothing else when I was little.
No reading for you tonight,
yep.
Sadie.
So yeah, I remember on my 11th birthday, I was like holding out. I was like, there is a chance I could get a letter.
I waited too. I thought my letter was coming.
And it was, honestly, I was just devastated.
Yeah.
I think that whole birthday I just walked around with my head down like this.
Like, where's our invitation?
Haven't recovered. Thought my life was going to be, my teen years were going to be spent at Hogwarts, but life had other plans.
But instead of your late 20s are.
That's true. I'm making my own Hogwarts. Okay, so we have Jenny. I'm a very creative person, and I love to draw and create. I was the one that made the drawing of both of you a couple months ago.
Oh, we loved that. Thank you.
Yes, thank you. I feel like sometimes I put a lot of pressure on myself to get my art done and to make it look better than what I have made before. I love drawing, but sometimes I feel like I don't like it anymore, and I'm scared about not being able to do good in what I do best. What do you think I should do? Right away, I'm like, if it's not fun, take a break. It is fun. Don't worry about not liking it anymore and things like that. don't put so much pressure on yourself. Like, don't make the thing that you love the most the thing that you loathe. Don't like burn yourself out, and don't be hard on yourself, because there's no like right way and wrong way to make art. Art's just like the thing you do.
So there's the joy of creating, and then we layer on top. Oh, that's a new freckle. Sorry, they pop up all the time. I have zillions. Okay. There's the joy of creating, which is the purest, best way you feel about it. And I relate to this a lot with music. And then we have this layer of, but it has to be better than what I did before. Okay. Well, better according to who? Then it has to, get more likes than the last one. And it has to, get more comments than the last one, and it has to be 10 times more groundbreaking than the last one. And then I'm like picturing the joy is getting really weighted down by all of these sort of like pressures and expectations. And it's the fact that you have high standards. As artists, what happens is our taste is here and our talent is a little lower. If you can't see me, I have my hand here, it's higher up. Our taste is like up high, and then maybe our talent as we start is a little bit lower. And we can perceive that we want to reach a certain place. And then over time, that gap narrows, like our talent hits our taste, the more we do it. So just know that like you're on a journey, take the weight, take the pressure off, draw for fun, get back to like why it felt good in the first place. I used to think that in order to be an artist, you had to be like, when I was 17, 18, I just wrote so many heartbreak songs. Like, oh, an artist struggles, an artist is sad. And my happy songs and my love songs have done far better than any of those. So just put the joy back into it. Get back to the root of why you love it. Take all the layers of pressure and expectations off of it. Because that's the part you don't like. You like the art. You don't like all these expectations you put on it. So that's what I'll say about that.
Okay, one more.
Our last one.
One more. Make sure you submit yours. We'll have the form in the description. And if you're listening on a platform that does not have a full episode description, I don't know if they all do, or like clickable, just go to our Instagram and click the link in our bio. It's right there. So nickname Rogel. Will I be successful in the arts? / should I pursue it? And how to know what my gut is telling me.
Ooh, let me look at what the name looks like. Okay. So I know exactly who this is. And this is my cousin, so I can't answer this. I can say something about people who have this question, but this is my beautiful, talented cousin. Oh. I did not know this was a thing. But yeah, of course you have to pursue it. Anybody who has a desire and a drive to pursue the arts, like, you must do it. You must do it. And even if nothing on your checklist gets crossed off, let's say like, oh, I didn't win the Grammy and I didn't sing to the stadium. Okay. You will have still spent your entire life doing the thing that you love the most, and you will never know how your art has affected other people and has transformed the lives of other people. And so just because being an artist, I'm just so passionate about like, you do it either way. Do it no matter what. Do it because you want to. Because if your goal is, well, if I'm not going to quote unquote make it, then what's the point? You're missing out on like a lifetime of art and magic and fun and connections. And
yeah. I think this goes, to manifesting anything, whether it's a successful career in the arts or the dream home or whatever. We're going to tell you the same thing. You have to get into the feeling that your success is already yours. Take the action that and we'll talk a little bit about how to trust your gut, because you're asking about that, but take the action that your gut is telling you to. That's your part, and the universe is going to help co-create your journey with you. And have a conversation with yourself. What does success mean to me? Because, you know, success doesn't have to be the thing we're conditioned to believe success is, or there's a lot of different ways, especially in the arts. I feel like there's a lot of really creative ways to have a successful career that might not be the first thing that you think of, that you're like, well, I guess that's what the path I'll take, because I guess that's what being successful in the arts means. You might figure out that success to you means something different, and you want to pursue a different path within those arts. So yes, I agree, you should pursue it, and we get to get what we want out of life, like what we put in. So get in that vibration while you're in the process of pursuing it, that like it's already, that success is already yours, you've already attained it, because you know, we're not really pursuing the thing that we want, we're pursuing the thing feeling. Or the feeling the thing will give us. So if you're pursuing a Grammy, are you pursuing, I don't know, the trophy thing they give you, or are you pursuing the feeling winning a Grammy gives you? You want the feeling. Yeah. So you can have that feeling today. You just have to tell yourself, oh my God, I won the Grammy. It's coming to me when I go out and get it.
The success and the making it is doing the thing. And like doing it 100%. It's not a right, because I know people who the Grammy is behind them. They already did it. Who the hit song is behind them. Who like the audition that went well is behind them. And now they go, now what? Yep. So
the success is in the journey 100%.
Yeah.
Sometimes I catch myself going, oh, I wish I was having, I don't know, this number for my launches, or I wish I was doing this now. And I'm like, I'm having a ball where I'm at.
Are you kidding?
Like I'm in the thick of it, creating my business. Like this is the part I'm going to look back and be like, oh, remember baby Sadie making her business? That was so fun.
The middle's where the magic happens.
Yep. And how to know what your gut is telling you. So I don't know if you've already listened to it, but you may want to re-listen to How to Be Psychic, because we talked about intuition versus ego. And so you're basically asking how to follow my intuition with that question. But just to answer it briefly again, but I recommend you either listen or re-listen to that episode. Your gut, your intuition is going to pull you on a path to, it's from like an abundance mindset. And in your ego, the thing fighting your gut is the scarcity mindset, the fear, the doubt. So if something really excites you, but voices in your head are telling you, you can't do that, that's a bad idea, but thinking about it excites you, that's your intuition pulling you there, saying this is what brings us joy, this is what's going to draw in the abundance. So try and follow those little trickles of the trail of like those little bits of joy and things that feel good and exciting and a little bit scary, because our ego doesn't like taking the little leaps of faith that our intuition asks of us. So if it feels a little bit scary but in an exciting way, I'd say that's your gut, and you just need to trust it and take the leap.
You know what also is fun and easy to do? Flip a coin. Not so that'll tell you what to do, but see how that answer makes you feel.
I wish it was this one.
You know, so if you say, should I go to the audition or not? Heads means yes, tails means no. And you flip it and it says tails and it goes no. And you go, oh. Then you're like, oh, there's my truth. I want to go.
That's a great tip.
So that's a fun little thing you can do. Just flip a coin and then see like your knee-jerk reaction to what happens. Oh my God, this was so much fun. Very fun. Went on a roller coaster of emotions. I'm still blown away by the balloon thing.
Yeah, I know you were saying it, and it took me a minute. I was like, wait, I was messaging with her, and she was talking about how her mom sent her balloons because she sent me a picture of it.
Wow.
Very cool. Well, we can't wait to hear from you guys. Let us know how I feel like this was like what's that newspaper column? Dear Abby or something?
Dear Sadie.
I feel like this was like a advice column in the newspaper. We'll do this every so often. So make sure you're submitting your questions, especially now because we have a little cozy audience.
Yeah, everyone's question was answered. So your odds are 10 out of 10.
10 out of 10.
Thank you for your amazing reviews. After we announce this giveaway, we'll come up with another fun.
I think the next one should be when we'll have to pick an Instagram/YouTube following goal. Yes. And when we hit that, so you guys can help share and stuff, and that'll help us grow. And then when we get to a certain number, we'll do another giveaway.
Yes, you guys are the OG goddesses. But we want to expand the circle and bring in even more babes. More friends. And the more friends that come, the more opportunities you have to make new friends.
That's true.
And then there might be little goddess meetups in your city and in your town, and there might be a retreat, and there might be a festival, and there might be a cruise.
Oh, sign me up for the cruise, please.
The Goddess Hangs cruise.
I've never been on a cruise.
Oh my gosh, they are so fun.
I always got freaked out by the idea of being in the middle of the ocean.
Oh, you would love it.
We'll see.
Dolphins go by. You see orcas in the distance.
I see dolphins a lot. I've never seen an orca.
I saw a real one. I mean, they're real at SeaWorld too, but they shouldn't be there.
Yeah.
I watched Blackfish and my heart broke. But when you see them in the wild, they're just so beautiful. So anyways, help us get to see orcas in the wild.
Yes, and come with us when we do. Everyone's invited. Thank you guys so much. Make sure you subscribe, you like, you share, follow us on Instagram at Goddess Hangs. We go live after we record on Wednesdays, and we do free card readings, so make sure you turn our little live notifications on, because we don't know what time. It's always different.
And you can also follow Sadie at I am Sadie Olson, Olson, and I'm Juliet.Piper. We also go live on our own pages. Sometimes we go live as Goddess Hangs on Sadie's page. So follow us all.
Make sure you're following along. And there's a few days left to sign up for my Money Mindset Magic course, which is combining mindset with witchcraft. We're going to transform your relationship with money during 3 weeks starting on March 15th. You get a Facebook group full of abundant babes. You get to be in a group chat where we can text each other an unlimited amount for the duration of the course.
So cool.
There's some really fun bonuses that you'll be getting, and it's just going to be amazing. And I know you're going to make the investment back probably before the course is over, because the price is so freaking low, because it's the beta launch, and the first launch I always do really low. I'm probably gonna triple the price next time. So
you guys, you gotta get it.
You gotta get it now. A few days left. I'll see you there.
Well, we love you.
We love you.
We'll see you next time.
Bye.